My history is in law enforcement. I have 32 years as a police officer, 8 years as chief of police, but the time that I want to talk about is the 10 years that I was a midnight police officer. As a midnight officer, you will go to many different kinds of cases, domestic violence, accident scenes in which children sometimes need to get out of the home or they need to be placed into safekeeping. And there is nothing more important or necessary than to have a place where we can bring these children to. And that's why foster parents are such a blessing to that. Now, sometimes it's through family members and sometimes it's not, but there are people out there that are registered and are waiting and willing to open up their homes at 3 o'clock in the morning to these children that have been victims of any kind of hellishness. Okay, so that's why it's so important, and it's so important to have the people that are truly capable and have their heart in the right place with it, because there is nothing worse than taking a child out of a scene where we're trying to protect them from domestic violence and from abuse, and then taking them into a situation that is sometimes even worse than it was before. So that's why what we're doing here and what Fred is doing is so important. It's worked for us in Lincoln Park, and I hope that you would share this program later on. There was one comment that was made at one of the forums, and it was a foster parent, and he had several kids, I think between 20 and 25 through the years, and there's usually 3 or 4 at the house at any given time. So he came home and there were 3 kids that were in the living room, and he said, all you guys upstairs, get your baths, get into your pajamas, get ready for bed. And one kid's going, well, what? No, I don't want to hear about it. Everybody go upstairs, get your bath, and get to it. It was a neighbor kid. He was just coming over to So they have a lot of good things in good times in doing that, but we have to spark the interest in people that are doing it. There are a lot of volunteers out there that have extra time, that may have extra rooms in their home, and it's so important that we get it.